Hello everybody, this is Roger from Roger's Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the stack-on gun safe. It's a 35 gun safe, 8 locking pins, fire resistant and waterproof. It also has an electronic digital passcode. A lot of them have the the dials. The dials are great, they last forever. I did have a few problems with this one, but what's cool about this one, you can pop the digital mechanism off, and there is a place where you can put a key and you can slide that in there and open it and bypass the digital lock. So I had to do that for a while until I got the battery situation taken care of. What's nice about these, even if you don't have guns or other type of weapons, you can keep your electronics in here, and they're very inexpensive. I bought this one at Sam's Club for like $5.99, and I went to gun stores and gun shops, and most of your gun safes were like over $1,000, and I didn't want to spend $1,000, so I found an ad for these stack-ons, and they're built just as good as the other gun safes. I mean, they're really thick, and you can see they've got like all these pins that come out, and basically if anybody ever tries to break into one of these, it'd be easier from the side. They're never going to get in from the front because you can see how thick this door is. And then also too, these pins right here basically fold in and on the lip, so they're gonna it's almost impossible to get the front of the safe off. It'd be a lot easier for them to go in through the side or the top or the back. But even then, it's pretty thick, and there's metal reinforcement, and also there's insulation. It'd be a mess to get through it from the side. By the time they get into it from the side, you'll probably be back home. Also too, you can put a alarm system inside, so if the door opens, your phone will contact you, or it'll give you a text message saying, hey, your safe's open. So if that's something you're worried about, that's also an extra option that you can do. But as far as the safe, it has lots of room. I don't really use it for like a lot of people store guns and ammo and stuff like that, which is fine. If you have a small child, or if you're afraid of someone getting in your guns, your ammo, this is a great way to secure that. And like I said, they're almost impenetrable. You'd really have to be an expert to get inside one of these safes or have a key or the code. So you can see like all the storage. Like a lot of times what I'll do is just I'll put my a lot of my, if I'm going out of town or on vacation, I'll put all my electronics and like laptops, any expensive like drone equipment, cameras, anything that's very expensive and small. And actually you could probably put some quite bigger items. If you have something that's like the size of a small suitcase, you can fit it in here as well. So it's not a lot of people buy gun safes just for guns. You know, there's a lot more that you can put in there. You can put like all your expensive electronics, and then that way you don't have to, when you leave your house, say you have a cleaning company come in, or you have someone clean your carpets, or you just have service personnel that you don't know coming in your home. It's a great place you can just throw all your expensive electronics in there, say like your change jars, your extra wallets, your extra IDs, your passports, your birth certificates, all that stuff can be thrown in here. And then even if you have a fire or a flood, I live on the second floor, so it would take a lot to flood this place, unless we had a leak in the ceiling or something. So, but I highly recommend this gun safe. And like I said, it's not just for guns. You can put all your electronics in there. So this is the 35 gun safe from Stack-On. I just kept this because I thought it was pretty cool. It's got a magnet on it. I just keep it on the back. But there's the code right there. And like I said, I bought this at Sam's Club. I don't know if they still carry these, but another thing too, it comes with all these accessories. So like if you have a lot of weapons, I just keep all my knives in here because I have a 6-year-old daughter, and like, you know, crossbows and anything that I think she could get hurt on. I just basically throw it in here and lock it up, so that way I don't have to worry about her, you know, messing with something that she shouldn't. And I bought this it's going on 3 years ago. And like I said, the only issue I had was the battery. And I changed out the battery, and I finally got a good battery, and it started working again. So, but in the meantime, I had a pass key, so I could basically use the pass key to get in and out. It was kind of a pain, but you're able to do it. It doesn't take that long. You just pop the front cover off and stick the key in and turn it, and it pops right open. And also too, it's nice if you want to change the code. There's a little button right here. I don't know if you can see this, but and this door opens like all the way up, which is nice. So you have full access. But you just basically press that button, and you can reset your code. So it's nice. That's nice too. Like on the dials, you're pretty much set. You got one code. Someone learns your code. Basically, you have to pull out the whole dial, go to locksmith. With this one, you can just basically push that button, reset your code in about 20 seconds, and boom, you know, someone that had access no longer has access to your safe. But it's very durable, it's very strong, but it is very heavy as well. I think the safe, let's see, it weighs, I know it's over 300 pounds. Approximate weight, 580 pounds. So it's definitely heavy, because I used to have a vending business, and I used to move around soda machines. This thing is heavier than a soda machine. I used to move around full. Sometimes I'd change locations, but this is definitely, you're going to need some manpower. You're going to need some help. I live on the 2nd floor, so basically what we had to do is basically we slid the whole safe. We had 3 guys. We slid the whole safe up to the first landing, flipped it, and then pushed and slid it up the second landing, and then flipped it. And then when we got on the carpet, we basically put it on the carpet, and we slid it on the carpet, but it was still in the box, so we were able to slide it. Actually, I think, yeah, once we got it up here, we took it out of the box, and we slid it on the carpet, on the on the metal. So put it on its back and slid it over the carpet. But it took 3 guys, and it took us probably like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, to get it all set up from the ground floor to the 2nd floor. So this is something that if you live in an apartment and you're going to be moving, you probably don't want to do this. This is something, if you're in a permanent location, or if you have a ground floor, it's something that once you set this up and you fill it up, it's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to take a big dolly just to move this. So unless you're in a location where you're probably going to be for a while, and also too, you can there's a place where you can bolt the safe to the ground. You can bolt it to the wall. But what I do, another thing you can do is I take steel plates, and I just load it up, because it already weighs over 500 pounds. If you put another 400 or 500 pounds in here, it is going to be like literally impossible to move this thing. And I mean, it's awkward, it's big, it barely fits through doorways. So if you load this thing up with a couple 100 pounds of steel in the bottom, and then also too, I put change in there. So all my spare change, it's pretty heavy. I just stack bags of change and weights in the bottom. And then once you fill this thing up and it's over 1,000 pounds, it's going to take a professional and a couple big strong men with special dollies to pick this thing up and get and take it. And if you have this thing bolted to the ground or bolted to the wall, or you can even take a plate, put it in the wall, and tack weld it. So depending on your situation and where you live, there's different ways where you can secure this thing. So it would take hours and hours to remove it. But depending on what you have in there and how serious you are and where you live at, I recommend the stack-on gun safe. Like I said, it's not just for guns. If you're in photography or you have a lot of expensive equipment, you can put tons of equipment in this safe and have plenty of spare room. Like if you were a photographer, you could put your cameras, your camcorders, your laptops, all your electronics in there and go on vacation and not have to worry about it, because nobody is going to get in here unless they're super qualified and they have like a lot of experience breaking into safes. And if they have all that experience, they're not going to be breaking into your home safe. They're going to be breaking into something else. But this is an awesome safe, and I'm a steel guy, so I have my steel magnet on there. But it's real easy to get into once you have your code. If you don't have your code, you can do the pass by with the key, and it's all metal. My daughter has all her magnets and stuff. It's like a big refrigerator, so it's a good place to put all your magnets on. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Bang for your buck, dollar for dollar. Like say if you have a safety deposit box at a bank, I know you're going to be paying at least $10 or $15 a month. If you take that same money and buy yourself a safe for your house, you're going to have better access to it, and you're going to save yourself some money, and you're going to be buying yourself a safe instead of paying the bank for storing your goods. So I'll go ahead and show you how this locks up. Just basically shut it. Actually, I think I got something in the way here. Okay, it's locked now. See, these pins came out when I locked it. Okay. Just unlocked it, pulled the pins back in, and that's the other thing. You can lock it in or lock it out. And there's something holding it up. There it goes. So that's it. Locked. You're not getting in there. Alright. Shut this door here. Sorry for the mess. We're just we had a leak in the wall and had the plumber come over, and so we got stuff everywhere that's not normally outside, shoes and anyway, clothing and towels. But this is the key that you get from stack-on, and this is your bypass key. So say for example your battery goes dead or the keypad doesn't work anymore, it won't allow you in, keeps blocking you out. Basically what you do is you just pop this. This is the same way you put the battery in. There's a 9-volt battery right here you can pop out, and that's what usually causes you not to be able to get into your safe. And then there's a slit right here. Basically put that in the slit and you turn it, and that opens the lock as well. So boom, you're in. So you can tell it doesn't really take that much longer. I mean, it's a lot more fast and convenient to basically use your code, but this key right here will save the day. Like I said, my battery went dead. For some reason I couldn't, the code wasn't resetting, because once the battery goes dead, you put a new battery in, sometimes the code won't allow you to get back in, or something has to reset. So a lot of times you'll have to get the key out, open it up, and reset your code again. If it's been a long time, you know, like a month or two with a dead battery, it just won't let you reset it. But anyway, I know this video is super long, But this is Roger with Roger Reviews, and I'm going over the Stackon 35 gun safe. You don't have to have guns to have a safe, and it's a very inexpensive way to keep your family members safe, and especially if you have small children, and also keep all your electronics, your all your expensive laptops and stuff like that. Just put them in your safe, lock it up, and you don't have to worry about what company you have. All right, this is with Roger with Roger Reviews. If you like this, please crush the like button, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe, and I'll talk about more stuff like this. Have a great day.